Hi guys, I have come back with another random thought. Okay, today's random thought is not really like a random thought. This is something that I've once like thought about back then, and it's like a thought that also comes like that reoccurs. But what if this was all make believe? What if believing in God has this is all like a facade? Like what if the atheists were right? What if the atheists were right that we're not believing in what we're believing, like us believing in God is just a coping mechanism? Like what if there really isn't a God? Or what if the other religions were right? What if the Lord Krishna was the right Lord? What if Hinduism was right? Like what if, like, there's just a lot of what if questions that are going through my mind. Like what if all this thing that I'm doing, all this praying, all this going to church, all this like right, like reading the Bible, reading his word, trying to be a good Christian, letting his word transform me, what if all this is just what if all this is just like nonsense? What if this is all like I don't know, an illusion? What if there's truly not a God out there? Like, what if when we die, like after we die, we just die? Like, it just stops there. That's where our journey stops. Like, we just die, and that's it. We just become fossil matter, and that's how it ends. There's nothing such as spirits and our spirits going up, and there being a heaven or being a hell. A hell? Like what if all these things is just make believe? Like the Bible, what if it's just historical text that was just written but doesn't actually exist? What if we were wrong all along? This is something I've been thinking about lately, because I was like, yeah, what if? And then I think the answer to this question is, even if Christianity is wrong, like even if Christianity we've got it all wrong, even if there's like when we do die, it's just death. Like there's not going to be I don't or this thing where there's heaven and hell, or where there's going to be a God that's going to judge. Even if Christianity is wrong, and I was thinking to myself, like, what would I do? Like, maybe I should just live for the world, because what if we're wrong? I haven't really seen God. I felt God, but what if it's just feelings? Like, what if it's just misplaced feelings? And I've been thinking to myself about this thing, and I'm like, okay, even if Christianity is wrong at the end of the day, I still choose to believe. Even if at the end of the day we're just going to die and turn into fossil matter, and when nothing else is going to happen. Oh my gosh, my rings collided. But yeah, what if all this is just a facade? I will still choose to believe. And why do I say that I'll still choose to believe in God, even if we do find out, even if there's so much proof and whatnot that God does not exist? Is because Christianity, and not just Christianity, my relationship with God has genuinely made me a better person. Me before having a relationship with God, and me after, has really shifted things in my life, has really corrected my moral compass, to be honest. Because I don't think I would love people the way I do without me being a Christian and me loving God. I don't think that would be possible. I don't think I would think the way I do. I don't think I'd be as optimistic about life the way I am. I don't think I would have faith in myself, because the faith that I have in myself is due to the faith that I have in God. And I know that all things, like, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So yeah, I think that answers it. This is a random thought, and this is a random answer. Like, even if all of this is a waste, as people say, like, oh, you're wasting your time, this is you guys are just going through spiritual psychosis, oh no, God does not exist, and this and that, oh, may the atoms be with you, whatever jigaboo goes on TikTok and all these other apps. I still choose to believe in God because God has changed me in ways that I couldn't imagine. I was in a dark place before I met God, and He moved me from the dark place to the light. And it's not only about me. I treated people in the past, I wouldn't say I treated people the best. I was so gossipy, judgmental, filled with so much spite and just a lot of anger. I used to like fighting, just so many things. Like the way I used to treat God's people then to the way I treat God's people now, and the way I am to treat them, because even now I still feel like, I can do better. And that's because the Bible teaches me that, you can do better. This is how you do, this is how you treat people. The Bible is the biggest, like one of my greatest and biggest mentors in this life. That's shaping me and refining me into this direction, like this very bright direction. Like, I don't know where I'm going, but I know I'm going somewhere. I don't know if this makes sense. So even if at the end of this, God doesn't exist, and I know He does, I bet you 100 million, 1,000 bajillion dollars that He does. But even if He doesn't, all I know is He made me a better person. He made me a better person. He's making me a better person, and He's made me have faith in myself, faith in others, be less judgmental, loving towards others, trusting, and have boundaries, and treat myself better, treat others better. All these qualities I didn't have before Him, and I owe Him that. And I owe Him my whole life for that. I owe Him my whole life for that. And though I would love, I don't think I would love, but like, though there's like a choice of like, even if He doesn't exist, like, you can just stop believing in Him, and you can do and live life as you please, in a way of like, or maybe, doing all this profanity and all these things. I will still choose this boring life with God all day, every day, because it has saved me from so much. And like I said, I owe Him my life, and I'll continue to owe Him my life, even if He doesn't exist, because He's made me who I am now. So yeah, that's my thoughts on what if He doesn't exist. Because what if? But I know He does. Oh, I can bet you 100,000 billion jillion that He does. And okay, this thought about what if, it wasn't really like a thought of like unbelief. It's because someone said it. I saw it on TikTok. Someone actually said it, and I've also thought about it like one time, like, oh guys, like, what if? Like, what if? What if the other religions are right? Like, what if the atheists are right? And I also saw someone saying, like, I think it was an atheist. I was also saying, like, what if when we die, we just die and nothing happens? I don't want to wait until I die to find out. So I'd rather just live the life that God says I should live. And in the end of the day, I'm not going to regret anything because I love it. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening to my thoughts. The reason I make these videos is so that I can better articulate my thoughts and push the agenda of original thought in my mind and to others too. And yeah, to better articulate myself. So yeah, if you liked this video, please like, subscribe. I'm still not getting it. Like, subscribe, and comment. We can have a discussion on what do you think on this topic. Yeah, and please support me, support your girl. Dab. That was lame, but I just have to shoot myself. That was lame. Anyways, guys, love you guys so much. I hope to build a community, even though right now I have like 13 subscribers, and I'm so happy and I'm so grateful. that all 13 of you people want to listen to me. So cute. But anyways, guys, let me stop being awkward. Bye.